Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all appropriate supervised ages, outside the dilapidated Castle Grayskull in front of the teen sidekick wonder thing, Snake Mountain in the Hobo Jungle, and in front of that cookie jar too that I just got because it's sweet. I bring to you another Reno McDallas review. Yeah, I botched that. Anyway, yeah, I did get that sweet cookie jar at the Dirt Mall last night, right? I've been wanting that thing for a while, and I was like, finally, I decided that I would just buy it, and then when I die, they can put my ashes in there. Anyway, we got some Batman stuff to go through. I did also, next door to the Dirt Mall, the Shed is what it's called, it is a bargain hunt, and they had this Batgirl here from the Gotham Knights game for cheap. So I'm going to do this. This is mainly a DC Comics episode, but we'll get it taken care of real quick. Also, you know what? There'll be a G.I. Joe at the end of this, too. So that way the Joe fans have something to hold on, and they can just deal with the McFarlane stuff. Yeah. So I like the different designs they did in Gotham Knights. I've played a little bit of it. I'm on like night 2 or 3. I've tried it as Jason Todd. I've tried it as Barbara, and I'm now trying it as Nightwing. And then I'll do Tim Drake. But yeah, it's a pretty neat game. The DLC, it's free on, if you got PlayStation, the special PlayStation Plus, it's on one of the games now. You can get that as one of your games. So I've been playing it, and I went ahead and paid the $6 for the DLC so I could run them around in costumes that I really liked. But out of all the original costumes, this is the one that I liked the most. I just kind of like that it's somewhere between Batgirl and the original Batgirl from the Golden Age. So, go ahead and get her out. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. So, articulation is all right. They had the Robin there too, but I just don't really care for that Robin, and it's on my Amazon wish list, and it's cheap, so maybe if somebody for Christmas wants to get me one in the family, then I'll review it. But this was my favorite, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. So there she is. She comes with a Billy Club or a Tonfa or whatever you want to call them. Billy Club is actually technically a racial slur. Did you know that? It's in reference to beating up Billies, which is also where you get hillbillies from, to do, there we go, with their support of William. So there you go, from what I understand. Or I could just tell you history completely wrong and I look like an asshole on TV, but whatever. Wouldn't be the first time I've been completely wrong on television. Well, technically I am on television because I have been told that some people do watch me on their TV. So that's kind of cool, right? I'm not just on a computer, I'm on television. I have a cousin that she was a television reporter for a while, and because she was a conservative, they would always send her to do stories whenever somebody had to deal with old people, because they figured more old people would be conservative, and she would be able to handle them and their outrageous old ways better. Funny, huh? But yeah, that's a really cool figure. She's cheap on Amazon right now, too. She's not full price. All of them are like 15 or so a piece. So if you like the costume or the game, go for it, right? That's a pretty good deal. Next on the list here, I forgot that I had this coming in, and then it came in, and then I just haven't gotten around to him. This is the Lord Deathman from the Batman 66 comics. I figured I'd have him, because why not? Because I have all those others up there in my villain headquarters up there, which, there you go. Love my Batman display, man. That's like, I've got a lot of stuff that I'm proud of, and I've got stuff that isn't Batman that I'm proud of, but I'm really proud of how that shelf looks, and I've taken so much pride in it because, you know, when Lonnie's ashes being up there. So, but anyway, there's his katana. Okay. Yeah, he's got your standard 66 articulation. Yeah, so love that click noise though when you first, can you hear it? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. It's ASMR for nerds. Well, besides, you know, heavy breathing from waifus, but whatever. Anyway, there he is. He doesn't have anything on his back, so his costume's just on the front. It looks like this. Cloth goods cape. Oh yeah, this one wasn't a cloth goods, in case I didn't say it. Yeah, that's a neat design, and I could see how that would be neat for the 66 comic for a costume. Yeah, pretty cool. If you like 66 stuff, grab it. All right, more Robin mentions, because I did mention him earlier. So this, I've been waiting for this. So now I've got my entire Young Justice. I've got my Superboy, which they need to make a classic one, right? And then I've got Impulse. If they do a new version of him, I want them to do the Bedlam powdered one where he's got the Flash logo on his chest. That was a pretty cool thing. There we go. I do have the first appearance and most of up to 1 year later or whatever it was, or 52 weeks, or 50, whatever it was, right? So whenever he changed costumes into that red, I have a couple of after that, but then I don't have any more Tim Drake. But I have his origin, his first issue, his first mini. I've got all that stuff, right? Because I was a big Tim Drake fan when I was a kid. I thought it was cool because, you know, everybody didn't like Jason Todd, and then, you know, they killed off Jason, and then like, okay, we're going to try again with a new Robin, and all of us were like, oh boy. But he turned out to, you know, he was a 90s teen like us. And then I remember the first issue I bought of his was the 0 Hour, where he meets Dick Grayson as Robin. And that was pretty cool. So, but yeah, I was a big Superboy, Impulse, Young Justice fan. DC always seemed to do the younger heroes right, whereas Marvel, it was like, oh, you had X-Men, and there were some teens and that, and New Mutants. But, you know, I just never felt like they ever did that right. So, okay, he's stuck, so give me a second. Okay, yeah, I had to kind of rip the blister apart there. That tray did not want to let him go. So, plastic cape. There's his armored booty, as you can see. Got his nice 90s haircut going on there. But yeah, this is the Robin that I grew up with. I mean, Nightwing was a thing by the time I was a kid, right? I mean, we had some toys that were the old Robin, like the Toy Biz and the Superpowers, but they weren't, you know, this he came out with what? Oh, speaking of that, came out with something that looked a little like this, with the Batman Returns figures, right? And when I was a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, are they going to put Robin in the new Batman movie already? And is that going to be Dick Grayson? And then is he going to be Nightwing? You know, there's a lot of kids talked about that back in the day on the playground. Me and Richard Blaylock. Wonder whatever happened to that guy. He had the Key Club. That was his thing. When we were kids, we'd pretend everything was in his Key Club. And then we'd go to his house, me and him and Petro and a couple other kids, and we had the Star Trek role-playing stuff, like the, you know, like the phasers and the tricorders and stuff, and we did an away team. And then he got mad at me for shooting my phaser too close to somebody with stun on it. That'll kill him. And I didn't know that because I wasn't that deep into it. And I was embarrassed. So anyway, there's your back of that Robin. Yeah, man, I'm loving these little McFarlane Superpowers guys, right? Because this is somewhere between that figure that and the Superpowers, the Batman Returns one. And of course, he had a better cape, and then his hair was a little more spiky. But yeah, that was so cool. That was my favorite Robin as a kid. And when Total Justice toys came out, the Robin sucked from it. So I still played with this, and then I played with the Impulse was the first Impulse was that in the Total Justice line, right? It was a pretty cool figure. The Superboy in it was cool too, but it wasn't as good as the Superman line Superboy. So got this in the mail too. Superpowers, bruh. We got a Peacemaker, Judo Master, and Vigilante. So, all thanks to that Peacemaker TV show, this happened. So there they all are in a beautiful little 3-pack there. Flip her around. There we go. I haven't read these to anybody in a long time. If you guys want me to start reading these again, why don't you say something in the comments? Nobody really says anything, other than I had one guy a little bit back tell me about my boat video proved nothing, and that I needed to do such and such with it. And I'm thinking to myself, buddy, it's a short. I'm not trying to see if the Titanic got sunk with ice or whatnot. So anyway, there's that. Go ahead and pop these fellas open. Okay. So we'll go with Judo Master first. We'll save John Cena for last. So there we go. That's really cool. Man, I love these things. It makes me want to get Superpowers figures, you know what I mean? at the same time, it doesn't because they're like $1 bajillion. But I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with some of my display down here. Like I said, I'm getting kind of full of stuff, but I'm thinking this table over here, I might do a superpowers thing and just put them on the table. Like get a spike shelf and do superpowers, and there you go. And Marvel Secret Wars. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's all of them. Go ahead and look at Vigilante here. Yeah, it didn't come off, but it's sculpted. I mean, looks like it's glued on or something like that. Nice. Here's John Cena. That's that's just great, man. These are so cool. Yeah, they really make me feel good and miss the old times. I hope they make a Superboy. Like, McFarlane, I know you don't watch any of these, and nobody even really watches these for the most part. But yeah, you know, let's see the Young Justice. Do a 3-pack. Shoot, do it for STCC or something. People will buy it. So yeah, that's that's almost the entire review, but I don't want to quite leave you guys hanging. So I've got, this came in from Wally World. I have Miss Jodie Shooter-Craig. So we'll get this G.I. Joe look bad here. Ooh, she got a tattoo. Very nice. Fancy. I love tattoos. I'd get one, but I heard they hurt. Anyway, that joke never lands. Here she is. She got her gas mask on because she knows that I had Taco Bell earlier. And whew, I tell you, man. I may not be able to prove God to you, but I sure can prove there's a devil in my ass. So, anyway, put that on a t-shirt. There we go. Go ahead and get her out. Thankfully, these things are getting a lot easier to pop, it feels like. Okay, so there she is with gas mask. You like Castlevania. Psycho Mantis, huh? Okay, so is this a head, or does this just pop off like one of those hair things? I think that's a hair thing. We'll find out in just a second. That's what it looks like, but I don't want to yank on it, and then it turns out I've ruined her fucking head, right? Because that would be the shit I would do. I am mildly stupid. Okay, a little more than mildly. So, this makes me want some lambus bread. You know, just nice and papery and looking and all that. Yep, so it's separate hair. It is a separate hair. Okay, there we go. Did we get everything? Freaking hate those bags, man. I'm telling you, I hate them. I don't know how many times I've gone and lost something and then had to pause the video and find it. So she is a sniper. Hopefully, go ahead and pour her little stuff down there. Trash bag full. Okay, so there is her other hair. Very nice. I will be gluing that one on her. Or I'll leave this on her for a picture, make some kind of comment about Wild Bill's ass. But no, we'll go ahead and switch her hair, see how she looks. Very nice. There we go. Come on, come here, hon. Okay. She looks like frickin' what's her face from wrestling? Selena Vega? Is that her name? Something like that? God, I'd have to look that up, and I can't pause my video to look it up. So, hey, let's have a, hey Google, who is Selena Vega? There we go, right?
According to Wikipedia, Thea Megan Trinidad Budgeon is an American professional wrestler and
there you
actress
go. Okay,
of Puerto
thanks, Google.
Rican descent.
Okay, Google, stop.
She is currently
Google,
signed
stop.
to WWE, where she performs on the SmackDown brand under the ring name Zelina Vega, and is a member of Legado del Fantasma and the Latino World Order.
Well, that was a little more than I wanted to know. But you know Google. It'll either tell you the friggin' War and Peace version of it, or it won't know what the fuck you're talking about. So anyway, and there is, like I said, Psycho Mantis. What? Oh, she's got another hairdo. I didn't even notice that. This is the one I'm going to go with. That's way better. Yeah, it's cool. Well, very nice. She's got three sets of hair there. So you could even, if you do customizations and want to use your other Lady J head, if you got an extra Lady J head, or there you go. There's a batarang from earlier I dropped. There's this. I'm sure this snaps on her somewhere. That's probably to hold her gun for the Yeah, there we go. So there it is. That should fit in there like that. Something like that. Anyway, she does have her pistol. My super glue's upstairs. I would just go ahead and start gluing them now. But yeah, there's her pistol. Got a very interesting knife. And see here, AR-15 sniper rifle. Does have a magazine that you can plop right on in there. There you go. Yeah, she's a pretty cool figure. I like her. You like her? I like her. We all like her? We good? Yeah. Anyway, this was a Walmart exclusive for the Nightforce, what have you, and her name's Shooter McGavin. So, Shooter McGavin's looking a lot better. And I hope she doesn't eat shit for breakfast. Maybe ass, though. All right. Anyway, here's the part of the video that you all love the most. The reason you're here. The reason that I have at least 2 to 4 viewers a week. This. Let's see if one of these figures is the greatest action figure ever made. By breaking down the door to Castle Grayskull. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I had the same figure up there as I did last episode. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to use them anyway. Anyway, so the point is, we're going to throw these figures really hard against that and hope for the best. If they break in, they're the greatest figure ever made, and you need to buy one immediately, because Skeletor is going to take over the universe and whatever. I don't know. The lore changes just a little bit, but it's always the same. Skeletor says they're the best if they break down the door. There we go. No dice. Let's get some Lord Ninja Death Party. It's like Ninja Sex Party, but with AIDS. Okay, more AIDS. There we go. Nope. Nope. Do you really wanna taste it? Nope. Apparently not. Robin? I did Vigilante probably already, but he bounced back, so whatever. And Halo. Alright. Whoa, hey, shit. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. Working on 2 new videos coming up. I've got some stuff coming in, for one, and I'm thinking I'm going to end up doing a Life Day special, or whatever the hell that Star Wars shit is. I don't know. It's a holiday special. It's Life Day. Yeah, Life Day. You know. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, and yeah, be good to yourself, and remember, Comedy Central used to be a lot better before Jon Stewart and Colbert ruined it. I mean, they made some bad decisions, but, you know, like getting rid of MST3K. But anyway, yes, be good to yourselves, and remember, free the fix.